All right, so you're playing a lot of Ahri right now. You're trying to learn her basically.
Yeah.
Um, who else are you playing?
Just Ahri right now.
I mean, as far as it looks, I mean, you've just been playing normal games. I actually can't get VODs.
Uh,
So let me see if sure.
like only ranked.
Yeah, only ranked games. So we can do a game if you watch that with you. Um,
Wait,
basic.
can you repeat that? My thing was
So if you want, I can watch a live game with you,
mhm.
and then basically see how you do there. And then basically I'll take notes where you're having problems and so on. And from there, what I'll do after the game's over, I'll go over the problems that you were having, areas that you're still having problems with, as far as going problems with RA, so on and so forth. And then after that, you'll do another game and what problems you still have.
So I'm just share screening my game.
Yeah,
Let
if your
me.
computer is strong enough to do that.
Oh, it is. I mean uh, the graphics might be a little low
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
fine.
just a normal game.
I would prefer if you were playing ranked, but if
Okay.
just feel more confident just playing a normal. Just because obviously a little easier than ranked is. Ranked people are typically trying a little bit harder than if you
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable playing a ranked.
I don't think I'm like ready for ranked as I am right now, but that's like my opinion.
All right.
All right. Let me get on Discord on my comp. Okay, it's loading. Right. Okay, I'm gonna rejoin. Do my computer. Okay.
Um, question I do have: is there any reason that you're particularly difficult on RE?
I heard it from a friend saying try proto build and everything, and I just like the build. Is it like better to try something else?
Typically most people take Ludens. Protobelt's not horrible, but it's more of like it's pretty greedy. More of a
Mhm.
basically allows you to get closer. Sort of like Fizz doesn't typically build Protobelt, typically
Oh.
more of like you're already ahead, so you have closer. Luden's Echo is much more cool because it and from your building. Obviously situations change. Not going to be rush you stuff like that. Typically get first belt, get Protobelt.
Uh, so loons, so just loons right now. Like
Yeah,
if I'm not ahead.
typically what people are going is like Ludens and then Morellos.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there you could go like Protobelt if you want to. Most people go Zunias because typically there's an assassin on the enemy team. Typically the you like Ludens into Zonias if they're assassin or Ludens Morellos and then Zonias. Just
Okay.
depends on how strong the Morellos. Typically people try to get loot because of the weight here. Back get a level up. Lost chapter.
Okay. Uh, as a what should be a must ban like every single game?
As Ahri,
Mm-hmm.
um, probably Talon. If you're seeing a lot of Talon, not sure how often you run Talon over. Typically Talon is Kassadin. I can also be an issue, but typically Kassadin. I would probably say your top 3 bans right now would probably Talon, Kassadin, and Quinn. Just
Uh,
because Quinn has very strong roam potential, and if he loses top lane, just gets a snowball, then her to carry her back the game top lane.
okay. How's Ari against the Zed?
So Zed, the Ahri Zed matchup, typically, you want to get Seeker's Arm Guard obviously as early as possible for the armor and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Typically you're going to take Exhaust or Barrier. Exhaust is a bit barrier. Um, and typically how you play that is have to time. It's all about timings. So as soon as Zed reappears from his ultimate, you need to basically know the timing for how long it takes to appear. And then as soon as he appears, you need to basically ult away. E behind you, hit the Zed with your charm, and obviously you're probably near your tower, so he's just gonna be charmed under your tower. He just damaged you. Take like tower shots. If you land the charm, then he's stuck there even longer, and you should there.
Right. So it's all about timing. Okay.
You have to ult like as soon as he appears, um, and then you use your other 2 charges of your ult basically to dodge his Q.
Okay.
Because Zed's ult, if he lands it, only does like 100, 150 damage. If he doesn't land another ability on. So you basically have to ult away from him as soon as he appears, so he doesn't get a free auto off on you. Because obviously, if he gets a free auto off, he can obviously proc Dusk Blade, which is going to do a lot of damage, and cause his ult ups compared to.
Okay. When people type a lot in chat, do you just mute them or like just like?
I mute all like at the beginning because people talk so much crap all game. No point listening. I have to say.
So you get distracted and stuff?
It's distracting and it can be tilting, especially if people are just talking trash about you all game.
Uh,
So depending on who you're going against, also depends on what page you're going to be taking.
hey,
It looks like you're
Akali?
probably going against the Akali. So instead of taking Transcendence, you'd probably want to take the Nullifying Orb.
Okay. Oh, and another one.
So against AP assassins, you'll typically go Nullifying Orb and Torch.
Mm-hmm.
Versus AD assassins, you'll typically go into the Inspiration tree. Take a couple things. Either take like boots and the max CDR one. Um, take we'll take biscuit delivery and the time warp tonic. Some people will take the stopwatch and biscuit delivery. Versus assassins. Typically versus 80 assassins, you want your second tree to go in. Just overall damage, you survivability as far as against an AD assassin like Taloners. And then obviously against AD assassins, you want Divine Orb just so that you get that spell shield.
Okay.
We'll see what they pick.
Hopefully, Nara dodge.
And if you take the biscuit delivery and time warp tonic, that's probably like the only time you would try to go for corrupting pot.
Okay, okay. Because it makes the pots last longer.
Yeah, it lasts
Okay.
longer. It gives you move. Other person I think that it fit into that are like run into problems. So like harass champ, for example, Shifter takes it into Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia. Flying orb.
For summoner spells, I guess in a kind, should it be like exhaust or something or?
DOS would probably be better than
Okay.
because basically
All right.
because barrier before not when they first start attacking.
Okay.
Because if barrier right when they're full health or right when you're full health start their combo, they'll just for you barrier. I want to because there's too many times. I'm sure you've seen it. Like your jungler come into mid lane to gank like one ability on your mid lane and
Mm-hmm.
they'll flash barrier. Now that both their summoners have no flash because off barrier.
What up? It's lagging. All right. Okay.
Especially flash. Good, really good play with flash because all too often flash flashing into a especially like wall flashes.
No, I hope it's not a remake. After like 2 dodges. Oh, good. Really?
Are you guys not in the game yet, or
Oh, we're already in the game. It's like 1:30 in.
that's not showing me?
Crap. Wait. Oh boy. Uh, man, toasters. When I get the chance, I'll check it right after. Okay. See. Okay. You see it?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. It's a bit laggy.
Your frame's lagging?
Uh, yeah, just a little. I'll switch it down after. Oof. Like 20 frames on.
If it's just causing you problems, spectate.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, it's like a little laggy. So, let me put my. Yeah.
While you're walking back to lane, look at hide eye candy. Hide eye candy.
Use this? Or. Oh boy.
You want to put a ward?
Do I, left or right side?
Riverside.
Oof. Wait, should I put the health on stay or just back right away?
Back. Gotta hit level 60.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you have that little, if she lands that shuriken on you have that little like dagger above your head. How she's
Not too many.
if you can try to save your arm.
I try to push around or like keep it like this.
If you can keep the lane frozen, like for her to dive on,
Okay.
how you want to play this. It is you play on one side that you have top side to try to gank. Like you didn't have a ward push when you went to it, and maxing depth.
Okay. Oh,
Your exhaust comes up in 20, halfway.
okay.
Probably the two electrocute up, which she's gonna.
Oh boy.
Do be careful because you should have ult up.
Okay. Oof.
A refillable pot.
How do I know when I should be upgrading W second or U second?
On Ari. Okay, so the thing is that upgrading your so you no longer need actually has more increases cost and everything more damage. Go for grades.
Should I finish off my boots or save for loons?
Solid orange, right?
This? Yeah. Oh my god, 6-1. Oh,
Not up yet.
yeah, I see. You got it. Nice. Should I Zaza right there?
No. Grace didn't even use it.
Okay.
Okay with you.
What should I be doing here? Going top?
Um,
Or
actually, I can, actually, there's a team
I think I'm good.
killed them more.
Oh, okay, we lost top.
You have ult areas.
Oh, he TP'd. Oh, crap.
Go this way. Whenever they have like grabs or
Ah,
spot, you can basically.
oh yeah.
Ahri's passive here.
Yeah. Should I get tabbies or?
Their tabbies are merc.
Ooh.
Where's where the Nara is?
Oh, wait, he said.
Enemy team's already pushing in.
Okay.
You have some vision, but that dare would have been much safer to like walk through you.
Do I help out or just stay mid?
Catch someone out with.
Oh, great.
Great, you have refill.
Do I get Alexa?
Good. Get cloth armor.
What?
Pushing in top, so just
Slows up. Okay. I'll just push the wave. Oh,
go this way. Should be able to buy. You can finish.
Yikes.
Your move.
Oh boy. Alright. Welcome to Silver.
Pop your pot. Let you get the refill.
I think I could ult you right there.
Don't forget you do have 3
Yeah.
months.
Oh yeah, I gotta kill him. Ah. Do I sell Dorans or right Lucio?
You can sell either one.
Wait.
Right now, probably the best way you guys, the best chance you guys have to ult E like
Mhm. I didn't. How's Darius? Getting the
problem with
Darius.
Darius is you're not gonna
Okay.
one shot. One of their characters.
And I get yeah, and I get the
Probably
shotgun gun.
it's not. Out for that one.
Yeah. I don't know if I saw more yet. Oh, like lucky. Wait. Oh wait, no, wait. There's a chance. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. He right clicked. Okay. Nice. Uh,
Sadly, your bot lane did.
he kind of chilled. Rebuild. Yeah. And then Zai's just building BF.
Popping your.
Wait, how much is this? 650. 650. Wait. Wait. Oh, that didn't happen. Okay. Whenever super creeps, do I target the super creep or the small minions?
You want to clear the other creeps first.
Because it takes a longer. I think I have enough. If I sell Dorans.
Well, also only one creep.
Yeah. Oh boy. This doesn't work that much. Okay. Wait. Can we Baron? Yikes. Oh, oh, wait. Okay, I know. Oh boy. He jumps in one more time. Oh, I panic. Oh, dead.
As far as dash champions, you want
Mhm. Unlucky game.
right. So just download that game.
Mhm.
I was mostly watching your
Okay.
as far as um to us prevent that bot lane.
Okay.
Whenever you finish, let me know.
Yeah. Uh, Toasters. Uh, no, it's none, by the way.
Click play.
Yikes.
Double tap W. button. Double clap your W. That's not.
Oh, yeah. Keep it nominal or keep going?
Just pause it right here for a second. First thing I want to go over.
Hold up.
Right, so click on that link and
Mm-hmm.
click join. All right. So something I sort of talked about a little bit. Talked about whenever you're playing mid, you really want to be standing in the middle, staying on one side. Determines which side you're going to be standing on. Where your jungler is standing, which is more high elo, or if you're like good with your jungler or something like that, you know, your jungler help you closer to your side. Otherwise, you just want to get wish you get vision. As I said, you know, try to put it bot. Two things happened where having this ward here would have helped you. First of all, Ghana decided, or I believe Akali did get a kill off of because the Morgana came here and they.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. I usually like to put it on bot side. Just because typically the support will try to roam um over like the jungle. Typically, the top laner is not the jungler and the 80 or not. And then you tries to find me. So that basically try to do anything walking this way, back up underneath the tower because so warding one side of the map basically that just basically prevents you obviously well apart from support. So top side, then once they got here that you can do this way because you have vision. Know that they're not back from tower. Um, Backing up, you obviously could back up here, but typically they try to type a C or engage on you. You just back up straight towards your tower and walking away. Same thing with if they have any type of CC, try back up to the tower. They walk away, walk around, back to your harder for them. Um, Same thing if you're not pushed up underneath the tower, pushing the tower so you have like a here. Um, have it. I have not so much worried about obviously war vision. You're push right. More worried about them trying to come up from behind you. Already extended. Not coming up behind you. And then obviously jungler comes from top side. You get down safely, walk through here, back around. So those type of words. I didn't really see back you want to obviously warding, you didn't really do how the Morgana and the Graves got a gank off on you just as I so but the Morgana definitely would have been able to side and then side as soon as she appeared in this actually right here, but it just headed this direction. As far as warding and stuff, also knowing what type of junglers can do type of gank. So for example, someone Kha'Zix, Zach, Shaco can come in putting a wall, have the care to prevent that playing on the side of the map. Just don't want the Shaco, the Kha'Zix jumping in. Still gonna have to change the way that you're going to word ganks. For example, Zach. Zach can gank from this all the way over. Zach's probably won't run it all right here area because the Zach try to gank here. Different spot than regular jungler. Just knowing the jungler that you're going against, knowing comp. So for example, like if they have a pike or if they have like a blitzcrank, thresh, stuff like that, they have some type of grab. Obviously that that's what I was sort of talking about the like that. Darius, if you walk past this and you don't have vision, the Darius can eat the area, and then if Morgana is there or whatnot, you're just basically Morgana doesn't even have that happened right up here. Have vision, and you wanted to rotate top way to protect the tower, but instead because you already know that this tower is here and you have no vision down here, you don't know where their so they could be sitting in this bush, they push, or they could be Darius was obviously walked into here, grabbed you and killed you that way. You don't have any vision that in your jungle and has pressure. Basically you want to think so as far as the map split up, okay. Um when So when any of these first towers are down, right, but the tower is still up, basically that cuts the jungle in. So that means that this part of the map, if this tower is gone, belongs map now looks like as far as red teams map pressure. They have map pressure about halfway into all this. They can contest blue. They have control over the Rift Herald, and they also have control over right here, along with this tri bush, river bush, and this all that is under their control because this top laner up here is going to be pushed down into the tower right here. This is going to be pushed down into here. So typically, you're not the enemy team, the red team in this case is going to be able to get now in the area that's So what ended up happening was basically that effect that your first tower here. So now, because of that, I had control for this whole area right here. And even though this is part of your guys' control because this by this tower right here, because you don't have any control over this area right here, walking up through this jungle is because they probably already have. So even though this area is still obviously in control because they haven't taken the tower yet, they have easy vision of you and they can really see grab you and that from behind this wall.
Uh, can I disable the screen share for a sec? I'm kind of lagging.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you can disable it. That better?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So yeah, basically, knowing how the map pressure changes off the lanes. So when the tower falls, that means basically this whole entire top side. So you get vision of there. And sometimes, yeah, pressure up. So if you have both their towers and they have towers, this top side is all this sides and all the stuff that's just normally circled. So all basically you can have overlap, but have these overlapping areas. This whole area, you just have to know that you do need to have vision and play safe, just because there's a very high chance that power is protecting it for all map control. That's just something that you play a little bit. I have this tower right here. Um, because he was push walk through this, which was control, and walking around here, build for that. Not just fastest area. Same thing once they tower here. Basically, the whole entire jungle, apart from towers are gone. Basically, the only camp that your Jack should even be trying to go for is the both the blue and the control. They have vision of it. They have control. Jack should be really careful. Walking a lot, even walking in because they have control. Morgana, when you bought tower, it was just all. So just stuff like that, have to what part of the map is under or what parts of the map are safe for you to walk into. Parts of the map you need vision on because you are putting more defensive fine, but you also need word in here because they already have this that they're not pressing in power. Would sort of be like for control right here. And early game and mid lane thing over here. First, couple of minutes that's in their control. So you want to be placing areas, right? You want to be placing it right basically. Same thing once ours is vision. Um, that all makes sense to you as far as how vision, how the map's going, what lanes are winning, what lanes, how you have to change style based off that.
That's exactly how I died to Darius earlier because I had no vision and then they took the top tower and then I just walked to the bush and he got me.
And especially if they've taken these two towers right, best places for you over this wall here, because you'll see them, and you don't want to walk into the choke here. You don't have vision in the right here. You already don't have vision here. Grab you that bush right there. Better just to play safe. I mean, it's not really good vision. You don't get vision in bushes, but at least you're trying to flank. Placing the here, they're not going to be able to or dive tower, and especially if they have someone like a Kha'Zix, Keiko, and so on. Dashes, Ollie that has any type of grab. That's probably one of the most Blitzcranks love to stand right here, like another person, and trying to defend the tower. He would grab you guys from right now. You're over here getting vision areas, especially if they have someone that can catch someone or displace someone. As I said, definitely want to have vision because they have big towers here, have control. Especially since your bot lane was losing. That's another kind of sort of paid attention. We're gonna go over to see if you have done anything to prevent your bot lane from so basically once early game, even in early game, early game one was 7-0 and which means there is a lot of pressure bot lane. You guys don't have any control over the dragon because if this bot lane comes up, they're just levels they have. Same thing within here. You guys need to get the pink wards in there. I mean, obviously you can't do much about that, but getting a pink or even getting a pink ward deeper in right here because now since they have so much pressure on the bot side of the map, they can actually walk into here. Even though this isn't control as far as the map, because they have so much pressure bot, they can pressure this part of the jungle. Which that your vision should have definitely been bot side. What I was saying had the top because her bot lane was. Same thing can happen top. For example, if Darius had done much better and just kept pushing this top laner, Dinar, able to walk into place vision and possibly been able to dive you here, come in through this way. But since bot lane was definitely doing a whole lot better, much better to get part of the map diving you, which as you saw, the Morgana was sitting in your majority of laning phase because her Lucian was doing so well, and she so that will kind of help determine what where you need to be, what lane is doing well, which lane, because you don't want to get really, and if well, that's when they're pushing in. Watch out as far as let's go back to game. I'll see. As far as laning phase went, obviously CSing. As I said, you started just practicing that you as far as Ahri does have a fairly easy time pushing it in. Ollie in time period. and you can speed it up.
Should I keep it like right here or like right here or something?
Just keep it. Yeah, right there is fine. Just all of mid lane.
Oh,
Change it to manual.
yeah.
Yeah, here I know you were.
Hmm.
Bot lane's not. Top lane is. As far as your Q goes, though, I just noticed you want to use as far as the angle you take when you basically end the enemy.
Hmm. I think I could have flashed that. Yeah.
Definitely pushing in lane. Especially since you are a range champ. Because you're auto. Shouldn't so more or less you should be focusing on trying to auto them, playing a little more.
Yeah.
All right, so here, pause it.
Oh. Here.
All right, so looking at the lane right. So go to Fog of War, right, and there,
Hmm.
click red team, or actually click blue. Now backspace will have it watch from the right here, right? Pause it.
Hmm.
Look at the condition that bot lane is. Right here, the Akali has no vision of where you are. Fog of War. The lanes are about to reset mid, and the bot lane is pushing in your bot lane. So right here, this is a time figured out the have to really have a lot of power.
Could you repeat that? My thing kind of froze for like a
Okay, so
second.
here, this would have been a really good time to roam, just
Mm-hmm.
because you're not in you're in the fog of war, so the Akali doesn't know that you've left mid. She still thinks that you're mid or you're possibly you're backing, but she doesn't know if you went to roam bot that you've bot, and if you just play this and just watch bot lane, so just play this. right here, if you had started heading bot earlier, would have been here about now. They're already and then they would have just basically
Sounds like a free kill right there.
right there. You had if you had started roaming as soon as you had cleared that. So just knowing minion waves on when they're gonna restart mid, when they're gonna reset in the mid lane, whether they're gonna be pushing to the enemy tower, whether they're gonna be pushing to your tower. You don't want to roam if the wave is pushing to your tower unless you're behind. So for example, say you're Ahri versus a Malzahar, and the Malzahar just keeps killing you in lane over and over and over again. Obviously, he's just gonna keep pushing it to the tower because that's what he's in pushing champion. His W, all those help him clear the wave extremely quickly. It'd be better just to obviously bot and let him push mid and CS and get kills bot lane. Um, so against this Akali, nothing's really happening. You guys are basically even, right? One, yeah. He has one death, you have one death, you have one kill, she has an assist. There's not much really going on. You guys are basically just farming. You haven't had much impact on the map so far. There were some other times earlier on that you could have headed bot when you pushed in and so forth, but you were settings and everything like that in the game. Hadn't If you hadn't been doing that and you had already just pushed in Holly under her tower with your wave, then that would have been good times actually to head bot, especially because they were heavily engaging. But whenever the bot lane sort of looks like that, and you see that bot lane is being pushed in, you need to start looking for trying to push in the enemy mid lane. Basically, just push them under tower and then try to roam bot if because you want possible. Same thing with top. It kind of depends on who the top laner is. Though, if it's like a Nasus, for example, it's going to be a bit difficult. Top, it's and let your jungler. Now, if your jungler has priority top, that's a little bit different. If it's Nasus or 3-man gank, there's not top laner. So you do want to watch what your jungler is. As far as there's a couple. So just turn it back to watch the rest back to normal. Speed it up. And the main reason I told you basically just the lane here because the Akali and you're farming ball lane. And yeah, if you would have, that's the only time really you want to freeze past them, like Ahri, Katarina, dead. The only time you really want to that lane, basically, and the way you're really all the game. Now, if you do want to try to feel good and confident on that, you can still push the. Is you would just get vision of the end. Go back to about 2 minute mark. Good on the timeline. Just back to about the 2 minutes.
Back here? Right.
play.
Mhm.
Like that's where you should have been. So here, this is the first time I was here. You could
Wait,
have roamed
I
bot.
froze again. Can you repeat that?
Oh, so right here at this point in time, you could have possibly roamed bot. So look at what bots.
Can you shove in?
So the bot lane's shoved in. Look at what your Zaya and both the Zillion don't have flash, and the Lucian and the Morgana both have their flashes up and their and what we know is about to happen. So knowing that your team have flash and they're playing super aggressive, you can expect that either the jungler is going to come bot or the enemy team's about to re. So from here, you could have gone bot and tried to at least got some vision. Tried to basically get that because nothing really except for push up, which is don't know where the other thing you could have done is you could have placed a ward in the enemy jungle. You can turn off screen sharing again. Back to the Rift map.
Okay.
I mean by done is you would have pushed her under here. Her fog of war is probably going to go about here, back here. Under her tower, she sees. So now you can do one of two things. Back up past the half point. You're either going to have a ward here or a ward here, and you can obviously watch, sort of guess where that is off the side. Didn't pay attention to play. She had a ward in this push most of the time, and saw she was mostly playing right. So you can guess that most likely has a ward in this push because it's playing on that side. So it's safe to assume that you walk it this way and place a ward a couple of areas. Place a ward here. Probably the areas that are if you're not confident about walking walk this way. Basically that ward you would place there around the same time that his red buff's going to spawn just so actually goes buff. Um And the way you can tell when that buff is about to spawn is whatever buff that your jungler first did. So if they do red buff, then it would be about the time that this camp is about to spawn, which you can map. They're blue about the time the blue. So that will kind of tell you what the timer is going to be on this camp. And you want to get a ward on that just so that you basically know when they're going to be there. If they're low health, then basically back up here and try to go kill them. Fourth, these wards are going to basically allow you to prevent the enemy jungler from going full Kettle Crab, from invading your jungle, ganking, have heavy pressure, heavy vision, part of the jungle. You know whenever he's on that side of the map. Whenever he's on this side of the map, you need to be playing a little bit safer. And you can know if he's going to gank bot lane. So to gank bot lane, obviously, try to go. And you're going to try to head bot. Ping your bot lane, obviously, to try to. So that's kind of what you want to do. Start getting pressure in lane as you want. You can, if you want, right here, and instead of putting it in order, or you put the green. The only reason you wouldn't want to put pink so deep into his jungle is because most likely he's going to run in here, and you don't want to just put a ward there that he's going to get rid of, because then you're not going to be bot top going in. they're most likely not going to check this bush. Well, if they're going to go, most likely they're not going to check this bush. The only time they would really check that bush is bot lane or whatever, and great. Or if the support is wrong. But that's the one thing. When you push in, and both these lanes, and there's no way for you to get a roam off. Pull this. Bot lane and the top lane are both pushed in. You can't really just go up here, try to get a kill off on the enemy top laner. Power, there's no that. Same thing with the bot lane. So what you're going to do instead is just get vision on the enemy jungle, whichever side you don't think is worth. Because obviously, if you walk through this side, go in here, Akali is just going to back off this or ping her jungler, and the jungler top whatever, they're going to have vision of you going into their jungle, so they already know that you're probably going to be waiting, and probably going to be waiting for you. Or if you go to an area where they don't have any vision, harder for
Yeah.
roaming
It
bot.
goes.
Or
Yeah.
and the other beneficial thing about doing well, other than getting vision, um, for example, if Graves is here, low health, and place the ward, Akali is pushed in tower, so she can come and. But the Graves, you know how much health he has. Have a ward, farm him, and then while doing this, both lanes that are losing or you can do anything. I have two people that you can snowball off of, kill the mid laner or kill the jungler. You're going to get put the jungler behind, which is also going to help out your top lane, bot lane, because now they don't have to worry much about the turn. Has more pressure. Now that's basically that's the other thing. Sort of roaming. You push up and help you as far as getting. Probably the number one person that's notorious, I think, for doing this type of stuff is Talon. Played against Talon that you've seen that where your jungler here he pushed you in, and then Talon just comes all here and because every time he pushes you, or he's getting. You don't always have to roam, especially if you're duoed with eight as well. Any questions overall on how they
I see it.
was it?
For like a second or two. It happens because it's kind of raining right now. What'd you say?
Um, is there any other questions you have about like how to play the early based off what I have shown you? With you're basically going to basically want to push in if you're playing a roaming champion that allows you to get vision, either in the enemy player, in enemy's jungle, or to roam to side lane. And then if you've gotten vision basically, then obviously push in instead of just and there based off what the jungler is doing. You'll have vision top. He's going to bot, and you can act as there to help because you're occupied for a little. Doesn't really back through something. Are there any questions on how any of that works? Why you would do that? 'Cause as far as CSing goes, CSing is just that not exactly a problem. The way Ahri CS is that last hitting, the way you position that. Just overall, is there any questions on wording,
Uh,
how you should be
I don't have any
getting
questions
pressure?
right now, but maybe some in the future.
No, do you just have any questions over what I went over, or just any in general? So, for example, like situational timings or whatever. Say, for example, you just getting camped or something like that. What you should.
Mm, I don't think so.
Do you want to go into another live game, more or less how what you took away from it, or as incorporating back into?
Right. How to put down the frames for the screen share?
Yeah, you can leave the map rift.
Okay. Let me see if turn off shallows will help my FPS.
You have low spec mode engaged.
I don't think so.
That
Yeah, I can only do
will.
this during game.
What
What?
was it?
Can I only change the graphics and stuff during game?
I think so.
We have to wait till like the start, I guess.
If you enable, it should be in. I want to say it's general. You enable low spec mode. It will remove. Yeah, enable low spec
Mm-hmm.
and close client during.
Okay. Please.
So have it close client and after you.
Okay.
Does that's going to basically. Otherwise, the client just plays in the background.
Well, I bet you they're gonna flame when someone like dies like 2 more times. Right.
Be right back.
Okay.
What your
All right. Did I share it?
I'm back. They
Stream?
dodge or something?
No.
I can't see.
Let me just.
They going against
Against the rise.
Rise.
I think we should keep the same run. Yeah.
You're going against. Do you not have the Discord app?
Uh, no, that may be why. Yeah, I think it's Rise. Yeah.
Could be Rise Mid.
Mhm.
Talking as mostly want to do what you're trying to do based off.
All right.
I'll give you little pointers like you should look at what's going on bot lane. That. What is your timing for? How
Uh,
often do you look?
I don't know.
Sometimes, but what can help people? You want to be looking at it at least every 5 seconds. That's how
Mhm.
important the minimap is. 5 seconds. I'm setting a timer at it every 5 seconds. Once you get better at CSing, time you. Another important thing to work on, have to, but to play mid or any lane, you never want to be watching your champion. You want to be watching basically that way certain champions. So for example, Donna, if you've ever seen her cast her the Q is a little bit delayed compared to the anime. Makes like she moves her hand a certain way, and then it casts. It's basically like casting a spell. Same thing with Ahri. Pulls her hand back when she goes to throw, and she forward. Which kind of see what abilities the champion's about to use before they use them. So you already know dodge X ability from. You can put shadows to off. Yeah,
See if it helps.
shadows are the most impactful.
I can friends up. All right, that's good. Wait.
Look what's going on with the Pantheon
Yeah.
behind her. Flash.
4? That happens. Alright.
You can help him with the tower if you.
Yeah, I'll go for center. Yes.
You have a ward coming up in a second.
I'll put it like here. Oh, he's so low. Yeah.
The more minions that you're gonna hit, the more back. Yeah.
Oh wait, back to him. I should have helped my team.
Go clear that pink ward that's in that the axis. Team's doing fine about it, but you could have gone because technically, basically, allow him to play. That is just all your mana.
Oh, right. But he has no buns.
He has no mana. Hear this?
Oh,
Could have headed.
oh, I could have buns. Yeah. One more. Okay.
You have no vision. Excellent.
I'll play two my jungler. Oh,
As soon as you start fighting, you want to.
is he going? Oh,
Sit down.
nice.
Bot, bot lanes.
I mean, it's kind of low.
Well, you want to pop your pot because you
Oh, okay. I took exhaust. Situations like these, do we go for Reptile or just
you guys can ping it. I mean, top laner's dead and
and then Pantheon can get it? Oh,
pop the.
the blue might be up. Mm, I think I could have picked her off. Oh wait, I could exhaust him, easily.
I mean, you guys got.
Uh, square fuck guys. And we have Ruth.
Buy your boots.
Oh, we can go bot. Oh. Should I sell my refill for control? Or just keep?
A flat.
I have exhaust on him, but don't worry. That's a lot of damage. Oh, oh, he has ulti or something. Nice. Should I be split pushing or just commit? Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're missing. Uh, I
Thinks
don't
his
know where to.
objects is
Okay. That. Okay. I'll just go mid. Yeah. Just a busy bot.
just be careful because the person that's
Uh, uh, I'll be living with a low HP now.
a nice.
Wow. I'm gonna go for tower. I'll have charm. Oh, oh, I use ulti in accident.
Like leaning.
Yeah.
Banshee's Veil would have been a because it's so
And she's second or just like
you can go Banshee. That's how you need it. You have a lot of CC on enemy. You're really worried about all this. because QSS.
I will see. Oh, I should have been looking. Oh,
Ladoran. If you want to,
okay. What else could I be building? Ardent Zillions.
uh, White Staff, Rabbit.
Okay. When do you think I should sell my QSS?
You can afford Banshees. Banshees.
Okay. Nice. All the chopper frames. Oh my god. Oh,
5 seconds.
oh. Okay. Oh, they might Baron. Oh wait, actually. Oh. Okay. Let me live. Oh, okay. The bomb do damage. Okay. The bomb. Oh, miscounting.
Overall, they were paying more attention,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then just your ult. You don't always want to use it to hard engage. Have it and E probably not.
Till it comes back up.
Charge right into charging them. You're going to use parts of your. Now you're stuck in the middle.
Like I just did the last fight.
What you're going to want to do is sort of just ult around the team on the outskirts of it so that you're just poking them. You don't want to get into any of them have dashes or something. All you want to try to just not happening.
Okay. Who do I? Who should I on there? Chin.
But other than that, I saw map playing a little bit. So I still would say that you need that people that can poke. So sort of saying it's kind of risky. It would be much safer to back. It ended up working out. Had your passive up and there was size. But if the Jace and the Jinx had just been like, you know what, I'm just going to EQ mid and I'm just going to ult mid, you would have died. They both landed, damaging a bit. So just some things playing certain team comps and whatnot, you want to damage they, how they play. And so I can send you a link to a website that there. Um, Overall, do you have any other questions? You'll have.
Uh, I think I know what to do now. It's just I just need to put what I've been told into actual practice.
I would say after what I told you as far as what you, because it kind of seemed like the first game you didn't really know what to do during laning phase. As far as map awareness, paying attention more to enemy laner than to your champion. The reason you're looking at all, it's just to dodge a skill shot or standing in, like, for example, Morgana's her W on thing. Like if you're too close to a minion, or that if someone has AOE or most part, you want to be watching the enemy champion, and then in your peripherals, be looking at the minion, guessing, not looking at your character, because then you're only watching half of the lane, part of the lane you're doing. that's capitalized. Yes, or step out of position. So I would just basically work hard, expect,
All right.
if you have any other questions,
Mm-hmm. All right.
bye.
See you later. All right. Bye.